Imagine if you craved opening a textbook the exact same way you crave scrolling short-form content. Sounds like an impossible superpower, right? Right now, your brain is actively fighting against you. It is chemically programmed to avoid the friction of studying and obsess over the instant, cheap dopamine of a screen. But what if you didn't have to rely on willpower? What if you could biologically hijack your own brain chemistry to make high-performance learning feel like a guilty pleasure? You don't need a magical productivity routine. You just need to rewire the system. Today, I'm giving you the 5-step psychological protocol to make your brain absolutely addicted to getting things done. Step 1. The dopamine hijack. Your brain is a dopamine junkie. It demands a reward, and it demands it now. Instead of fighting your biology, exploit it. Enter a concept called temptation bundling. You only get to listen to your favorite playlist when you are deep in a study block. You only get to drink your favorite iced coffee when you are sitting at your desk executing. By strictly pairing a high dopamine reward with a high-friction task, your brain eventually wires the two together. Suddenly, simply opening your laptop triggers the exact same chemical rush as taking that first sip of coffee. Step 2. The Cliffhanger Effect. The reason you procrastinate is because your brain perceives a 3-hour study session as a massive threat to your energy reserves. Stop saying, "I need to study for 3 hours." Say, "I am going to read one single paragraph." Once you eliminate the friction of starting, momentum takes over. But here is the ultimate psychological trick. Stop studying right in the middle of a fascinating concept. Leave a sentence half-finished. Your brain fundamentally hates open loops. It will literally itch to get back to the desk to resolve it, just like waiting for the next episode of a gripping TV show. Step 3. Gamify the system. Why can you play a video game for 6 hours straight without your social battery draining? Because of constant, measurable progress. Treat your life like a role-playing game. Assign yourself XP. 10 points for finishing a 25-minute focus block, 50 points for crushing a chapter. Once you hit 500 points, cash it in for a real-world reward. When you race against a timer and track your streak, you trigger the brain's competitive hunting instincts. You aren't just studying anymore. You're actively leveling up your real-life stats. Step 4. Make boredom your absolute superpower. If studying feels painfully boring, it's not because the subject is bad, it's because your dopamine receptors are completely fried from endless scrolling. Before you study, sit in complete silence for 5 minutes. No phone, no music, nothing. Let your brain get so starved for stimulation that reading a textbook suddenly feels like high-end entertainment. Protect your mornings. If you flood your brain with cheap digital dopamine the second you wake up, executing hard work will feel impossible for the rest of the day. Step 5. Identity anchoring. People who hit the gym every single day don't do it because they have endless motivation. They do it because they identify as gym people. Stop telling yourself, "I am a lazy person who is being forced to study." Start telling yourself, "I am an accelerated learner. I am someone who executes." It sounds too simple to work, but your brain always acts in alignment with how you view yourself. Change the internal narrative, and you change the external outcome. You are not inherently lazy. Your biological systems are simply unoptimized. But right now, you have the exact blueprint to rewire your psychology, hijack your dopamine, and turn yourself into an absolute machine. The only question left is, are you going to keep making excuses, or are you going to start leveling up? Drop a comment right now telling me which of these 5 protocols you are implementing today. Subscribe to the channel if you are ready to master your psychology, build unshakable boundaries, and upgrade your life. Until next time, stay sharp, stay focused, and go get it done.